Welcome, Taurus. Hope you guys have been having a good week. We are going to do your first half of November general tarot reading for Taurus. Ooh, okay. Page of Wands jumping out at you guys. Okay, what energies do my Taurians have? Ooh, the Sun. That's nice. I always love to see the Sun come out. Knight of Wands, right next to that Page of Wands. Queen of Swords. Ooh. King of Swords. Okay. Queen of Swords has been popping out a lot lately too. Ace of Wands. Ooh. Taurus. Two of Swords. And the Seven of Swords. I'm going to pull two more cards because that's kind of a funny place to leave it in terms of the energy. Nine of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Okay, so Taurus, what I'm seeing here is the Page of Wands, which can be about an offer or an action that someone takes. And it can be relatively small, or it can be kind of like the beginnings, like the beginnings of a relationship when you're in kind of that very flirtatious, kind of before you really know each other, but you're just kind of enjoying the chemistry, that kind of thing. And that's clarified by the Sun. So I feel like you met someone that really that you clicked with. You really connected with them. There was a lot of attraction, maybe a lot of sexual energy. But this person, maybe they felt like warm sunshine. They felt really nice. Like they felt energetically really nice. But I'm seeing this Knight of Wands energy, which is my least favorite knight in the deck, because it's a knight that has a lot of passion, but it's not a mature energy. It can be the player of the deck, right? Someone who rushes in with passion, but then rushes right back out just as quickly. And I feel like that's what you experienced. This person came in and maybe they were just full on in terms of being very romantic, passionate, whatever. And then they may have ghosted you. But I'm seeing the Queen of Swords clarifying this Knight of Wands. So, you may have delivered words to this person. It looks like you cut them off, and you just said that's not, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, right? This person, it looks like they kind of love bombed you. You felt really, you just leaned into that intensity with this person. But they weren't consistent. They weren't stable. They didn't stick around. And I get the sense that when they tried to come back in again, maybe for another interlude, you said no. You cut that off. So the interesting thing though, is that then we see the King of Swords clarified by the Ace of Wands. You have a passionate new start coming. And this may be an air sign. It may be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. But the King of Swords is, it's not, this is someone who speaks his truth. He speaks and communicates clearly, and he backs up his words with actions. It's not the most romantic of kings, right? But this is someone who you always know where you stand with the King of Swords. You know what I mean? But it does show that they're coming in, there's this passionate new start with this King of Swords. Then I see the Two of Swords, which is about, being in kind of a stuck energy, at a crossroads, feeling indecision. And it's clarified by the Seven of Swords, which can be a card about deception and betrayal. So, you know, I'm not sure if you experienced that. I feel that you did experience that with this Knight of Wands. And this could be the same person, but I'm not getting the sense of that. It may be, I don't know. But what I'm seeing at any rate is you ended up in a situation where you became aware or just felt like that there was something that someone was being deceptive with you. That just gave you a lot of burden, that you started carrying around that burden because maybe you weren't completely sure if that had happened or not. And you also weren't sure what to do about it. But that Nine of Wands is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, which is about building a new foundation. It's about building a new foundation. And I don't know if in this situation, your intention is to rebuild with this person. You know, if this is two different people, I'm more inclined to say that this King of Swords, you know, things do happen in relationships. Things do happen. You know, even in the best of relationships, there are a lot of challenges. I'm not saying in the best of relationships, there's always betrayals or cheating. But, you know, you're going to have disagreements and people may, you know, keep secrets at points about things that they're not super comfortable about. The sense that I get is that there's going to be an opportunity if these are two different people. If it's the same person, dump them. If it's the same person, dump them. But if this is two different people, this King of Swords might be worth, you know, working. If I get the sense that this person is a person that you can communicate with from a space of honesty. You know, it also shows you in a Queen of Swords energy. So you may well be counterparts here. And especially if you are twin flames. Twin flames, you know, I mean, because twin flames are all about, the whole journey is about healing. It's about triggering each other, and it's about healing from those triggers. And that's why there's a lot of back and forth energy, right? Because you come together, you trigger the F out of each other, and then you go off and heal those things. And then, you know, back and forth until you've reached like a sufficient level of deep healing. You know, so this may be counterparts, but what I'm saying is that I don't know that cycle ever necessarily ends. Do you see what I mean? Like, so even if you're in a situation where you're living with this person, that's going to continue. Let me go ahead and get some guidance for you guys real quick. And then I got to go chase down my dogs because, they got out of the yard somehow. Okay. Let's see. Don't run from the darkness, embrace your shadow side. What aspect of yourself have you been afraid to look at or address? Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying, that this person seems like they may be your twin flame. And you may now be separated from this, I'm not sure, but you know, but what it is saying is that this is the point of this. If this is your twin flame, this is the point of the interaction. You guys are gonna trigger each other. And so it's not, when we hyper focus on what the other person did, as opposed to, you know, focusing on our dynamics in the situation, as well as looking for what available shadow work is, then we're not doing the healing, right? So don't focus so much on your counterpart in terms of, you know, for the moment, start, you know, do that shadow work. And look for where the universe is asking you to grow here. Come together, we need each other. Where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others in the world? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is an opportunity to come back together and rebuild a foundation with this person. And it's encouraging you to be open to that. Again, you have free will. You get to decide in the end what it is that you want to do here. But there is some encouragement that, you know, I think this person may be a divine counterpart, soulmate, something like that for you, if not twin flame. And there's going to be an opportunity for growth. And honestly, that creates a lot of intimacy, though, between partners. If you can come through these challenges, because all relationships are going to have challenges, you know, and if you can come through it in the end with a new level of honesty and integrity, I mean, that's a lot of growth, and that allows for more vulnerability and intimacy in the relationship. Okay, South Node. What are you destined to release? This goes back to this card about your shadow side, right? About there's some shadow work here. Look for those limiting beliefs that you have, the behavior patterns that may have been from childhood, you know, that interacted here as well. Yeah, it's really asking you to release some of those shadows that you've been holding on to. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much, Taurus. I do appreciate it. If this reading resonated for you, I would appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe. And also, I am open for personal readings if you're interested in me reading your personal situation, specific for you. My email as well as my Etsy link are in the description box. You can either book straight through on Etsy or you can reach out to me by that email address. Okay? Thank you guys, Taurus.